Oh yeah, we're just jamming it out, man. Getting the tension out. Trying to loosen up here, folks. Yeah. It's like we dropped a few listeners off, but that's okay. Because if you don't want to hear the message, that's fine. Okay? That's perfectly alright with me. I really don't care either way. This is just one man's opinion. And of course, some schmuck out there who's got a chip on his shoulder is going to say, oh, well, he's just in some kind of rant. He's in a delusional state. Am I now? Am I really in a delusional state? Wow. I must be like Christopher Walken or something. I was just doing that for a friend of mine. Just like, I just am telling you guys, there's got to be a creative way to get your mind off this shit. I'm going to tell you some ways. Okay? Just flat out. You know, one of the simplest ways, I love my wife so much. My wife is, love your spouse. That's one of the best ways to deal with stress. I'm not saying just go and have sex willy-nilly, but just spend time with them. Have a good conversation. Go for a walk. Spend time with your spouse. That's the best way. One of the best therapists that you could have, other than Dr. Quaxenberger, who gives you the stupid friggin' Fucanol, is talk with your spouse. I mean, seriously. They may not totally understand what the hell you're even talking about, but it feels good just to get it off your chest and have somebody that's on your team listen to you and acknowledge what the hell you're saying, even though they think you're probably crazy, which is fine. But women out there, men, we have different stresses than you do. We listen to your stuff. We do. We listen to you talk about, the girl that dresses like a slut and pisses you off. Or we listen to the drama in the workplace. Or we listen about some schmucky idiot that's one of your exes or something. We listen to all that. We cope with it, and we offer you advice. Of course, we're two different species, but your best bet is talking with your spouse. Or if you're single, talk with a friend. Talk with the friend that you got the most commonality with. Get it off your chest. The biggest problem that I see that people have nowadays is they well up because they're too afraid of being not politically correct. Fuck political correctness. It won't work. Get your heads out of your friggin' asses and start friggin' paying attention. Don't be a bunch of schmucks. Don't be a bunch of idiots and morons. Speak your fucking mind. Who gives a shit about the government and Obama and fucking all these idiots? Who cares? Speak your friggin' mind in the grocery store line. I don't care if it offends 100 people. Speak your mind. But most of all, speak your mind to your friends. Your friends, your family, your spouse, they are your biggest way to get all this shit off your chest so you don't have to sit here and do this numpty, stupid, I gotta take my Fucanol and my antidepressants and my this and my that, and my therapist said that I gotta feel good about myself. Let me tell you something, people. Everybody feels like shit. It's a natural human response when you got the leather boots of the government on your throat, and you got a country that's falling apart, and you got no morals, and you weren't brought up right, and you were brought up thinking that everybody deserves a first place ribbon. Well, let me tell you something, you fucking brainless, stupid ass weasels. It doesn't work that way. You gotta earn it. You gotta earn it. And I'm telling you, I apologize. I really do. I'm getting out of hand. I'm getting way out of... Holy shit. God forgive me. You know, God forgive me for losing my mind on the air tonight, but I'm telling you, I'm glad I'm not on terrestrial radio because the friggin' FCC be dragging me out of the studio kicking and screaming right now. Because I am so sick of this. See, Glenn Beck and Michael Savage and Mark Levin and all these guys that you listen to during the day on terrestrial radio have certain guidelines they have to follow. I don't have to follow shit. I'm on an open forum, open medium kind of thing. Now, you could sit there and say, now, there are people on the right, like my pastor and God-fearing people that say, man, you're taking it too far. You're preaching anger too much. And no, I'm venting. This is called a good vent. It's just this vent was an hour long. I'm getting it off my chest now, so I don't have to get it off my chest later. Am I angry? Yes, I am. I am sick and tired of this crap. I am sick of it. I'm sick of turning on the news and everything's a big fucking joke to these people. And the American people's will doesn't matter. And the majority doesn't matter. It's just these whiny, commie, fuckball faggots out there in the minority. And these stupid idiots. These Nancy Pelosi, friggin' Obama voting stupid moron sheeple out there that get offended by every little thing. They get offended by different colored grasshoppers. They say the other grasshopper's racist. Or they say red ants and black ants, that's racist. Or they say that a White House and a red house, well, we can't have that. We gotta have everything in the community uniform because we're a bunch of fucking commies. Sorry. God, forgive me. You know, forgive me, folks. I'm just going on a rant tonight. Power rant. It's Power Rant Monday, I guess. Because I'm showing you my my power ranting abilities. Sorry. I really am. I know some of you are probably turning this off because it's a little too abrasive or whatever. But in the next 6 minutes, I need to just say, okay, there's other ways to vent other than being stupid idiots. Okay? How about, like, gardening? Hey, you like to garden? I know you preppers out there probably like to garden, don't you? Get your vegetable gardens out. You know, it's almost gardening season, folks. It's time to get those gardens tilled up, get the rocks out, get the topsoil in, get the seeds planted, get everything ready to go for the spring so you can have a nice yard in the summer. That's therapy in itself, man. I'll tell you what, you want to get yourself tired? Go turn up a bunch of gardening soil. Go work on some furniture out of your workshop. Or like what I did on Saturday, go jam with your band, you know? And we were just straight up jamming. It was fun. We weren't like writing anything. We just wanted to make music. So we just did a 6-hour-long jam session, just making stuff up as we went. I mean, eventually everything will slam together. I mean, I got 17 songs now ready to go. Just got to put vocals to them and teach them to the other members of the band. But, you know, that's how it goes. Go shooting. Take your wife shooting, you know. Take your wife or your friends. Go out to the gun range. Blow up some clay pigeons. Shoot some paper targets. You know, shoot some milk bottles. Whatever strikes your fancy. Go fly fishing. Go panning for gold. Go dig a bunch of holes in your yard and fill them up. Go jog to Richard Simmons. I don't care. Find an outlet. Read the Bible. Pray. I'd say that would be the biggest outlet right there. Give it all to God. I try to do that. But in my soul sometimes all this stuff festers and I just gotta, spit it out. I guess when I get on the show here and I say all these things, I'm basically giving it out. I'm spitting it out. Yeah, I could get in trouble for it, but you know what? Screw Obama and his minions. I don't really care. Fucking vermin. Like I'm afraid of a bunch of fucking cockroaches and rats and insects of the lowest order. I'm not afraid of them, because God will have His day of judgment. We're all gonna have that day of judgment. But I know my life is, my name is written in the book of life, and I really don't care what the vermin of the left say or what kind of persecution they're going to have or you can't do this, you can't do that. You know what? Here, I'm married, okay? See that? I'm married. But for those of you who need Braille or any other verbal communication, read between the lines, okay? It's what this show is. I'm just irritated. So this is the last segment. I'm just saying find a creative outlet of some kind. I got one friend, he sits there and posts stuff on Twitter all the time. He even comes on this show every now and then. He's doing it in a creative way so he doesn't go postal. The idea is you need to have a release of all this pressure somehow so that you don't end up doing something stupid that's not only going to get you in trouble with the system, but get you in trouble with God as well because you're not obeying Him. Now, I know God's probably going to be like, what the hell were you thinking saying this kind of stuff? But the thing is I'm trying to be an honest, upright person. Okay? Honest, upright. No candy coating, no bullshit, no PC, none of that. I don't care about that. That's not my priority. My priority is to be a siren and wake you up. I'm like the air raid siren. If you don't listen to me when the tornado's coming and you decide to sleep through it, guess what? You and your little trailer park are going to be removed. So you got to wake up and smell the coffee beans, folks. You can call me a nut job all you want, but the facts are the facts. So with that in mind, with God's will and your listenership, I will be back tomorrow. And hopefully tomorrow won't be as disgruntled. But hey, it was Blue Monday. I was going to cover the news of the day, but I decided to go into a monologue, a rant about this kind of craziness stuff going on because no one is doing it. No one is giving you 100% of the truth. No one is. Everybody's putting on a veneer. Let me tell you something. I'm sick of putting on veneers. I'm a great actor. I can act happy. I can act melancholy. I can act pissed off. I can act crazy. Whatever you want. The fact of the matter is I want to act like myself on this show. And that's what you're going to get. You're not going to get Gleck. You're not going to get 2%. You're not going to get O'Reilly. You're not going to get Michael Savage. You're going to get me. And who I am. And what I believe in. Even though the way I may voice it at times is not politically correct. And it's not nice. It's the fucking truth. And if you can't deal with it, bury your head in the sand. And you know what? Deal with it later on. Like I said, God forgive me for losing it tonight on this show. But that's the way it is sometimes. You just lose it. God bless y'all. We will see you tomorrow. No, I love you guys. Good night.